Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Big O Blog. So today I'm going to take you to a journey, whole journey, whole day during my day of how I approached weight loss. Um, for many years I tried to lose weight and couldn't lose the weight. I tried everything. I tried all kinds of different meals, tried different kinds of food. I eat one, I stopped eating certain meat, I stopped eating certain foods, I stopped eating this, but I never knew what I was doing. And I may lose 1 pound in 6 months or half a pound, and I continue to keep my weight for years. But then recently I get the discipline and understanding of the spirituality of my body and understand how my body works spiritually and physically. And I was able to lose weight doing that. So I'm going to take you through my day today of how I approach weight loss. So the first thing in the day, the first thing you have to understand actually is that the body depends on two things: sugar and happiness. Sugar and happiness. Now you could put them together and say in love, sugar and happiness is the same thing. But I'm talking about sugar, the sweet sugar that goes in your mouth when you eat carbohydrates or you eat stuff with sucrose or glucose or those things. That's sugar. Your body needs that sugar for energy. And that sugar, your body needs about a teaspoon of sugar or a tablespoon, something there, I'm not sure. But it's about a spoon of sugar to maintain your body properly all day. But if it doesn't get that, it looks for it somewhere else. And if you get too much of it, sometimes and your organs are working properly, you have a hard time digesting it, have a hard time processing it. And when your body have a hard time processing the sugar that comes into your body, you become pre-diabetic or diabetic. And let me tell you something about that. The worst thing that happened I learned is diabetes. See, I had high blood pressure and high cholesterol and lots of problem in my eyes, and eye cloudiness and pains in my joints. But I didn't know I was diabetic. So I started taking medicine for the high blood pressure and for the cholesterol and so on. But the pressure went down a little bit, but it still was it was okay. But I still had the pains. Then finally I was diagnosed as diabetic. I realized that is the foundation of everything else. So I started working on my diabetes and find out that once I could resolve that, everything else started to normalize. So the pain went away, the eye cloudiness went away, the pressure dropped to like really normal, like 107 over 70 something. Never been like that before. Now I still take the medicine for the pressure, but I don't have to take medicine for the cholesterol nor for the acid reflux anymore. Because the diabetes was the foundation of the destruction of all my organs. And I'm responsible for that. I am responsible for everything in my life. Everything. I have that choice to make. We start off life with choices, but we don't know his choices because nobody's telling us his choices. They're telling us what to do from small, do this, do that, do this, and they're telling what the result's going to be. But if you do this, they're going to have this result. But they don't know. Nobody knows the future. So they really didn't know what it was, but they're doing the best they can, right? They're doing the best they can in guiding and telling you what to do. And you're following along, and you have no clue. So, were you wrong? Were they wrong? No. No. Nobody's wrong. That's what we do. We do what we have to do. And then, over the years, we have the results of what we did. I don't care whether it's health, financial, educational, spiritual, joy, peace. In the end, you're going to see the result of all what you did to get there. You see? And if you don't like it, nothing is wrong with that. Back up and do something else. Try something else. That's how I see it. I'm talking about Big O. I'm talking for me. Remember, I'm not giving a lecture or telling anybody what to do. I'm just telling you how Big O experienced his life and how he sees his life. And it's never too late to make changes. I just constantly fighting to find that path, that way to make that change. Sometimes I find it, sometimes I don't. But one thing I added to all of my effort is happiness. About 10 years ago, I found out I have to be happy to be happy. And I can't enjoy anything if I'm not happy. So I realized when I was hurt really bad, no matter what you give me during that time, it could make me happy because I was in pain and I had to get over that. So I realized, wait a minute, these things don't really make you happy unless you're happy. It's kind of crazy, right? You have to be happy to be happy. So I decided I'm going to be happy. So once I started being happy, regardless of my circumstance, regardless of what I have, that changed completely my lifestyle to anything. Completely. I learned to appreciate things more. And I learned to be more disciplined in my effort to get things. Because I'm already feeling good about it, so doing it is no big deal. You see, I'm not doing it to feel good, so I'm already feeling good, so I enjoy doing everything I do. But weight loss, with all of that, weight loss had me locked. I didn't know what to do. And I was like, I'm happy and I'm still losing weight. But I realized by losing weight and my happiness wasn't the same thing. I just need to be happy anyway, and then find a way, joyful way to lose weight. And I started seeking out that. Find a joyful, peaceful way like everything else. Like I enjoy my vacations, I enjoy my travels, I enjoy my family, I enjoy my children, I enjoy my friends, I enjoy my community, I enjoy my business, I enjoy my business associate. I just enjoy everything. If you know me, I'm a man of joy. You know I love everything, I enjoy everybody, I enjoy everything. That's me. But I couldn't lose my weight. But then I figured out that do not focus on the weight loss as a part of my happiness. Just make it part of my journey of peace and joy. And I'm going to take you through my journey today of how I start. So I usually get up in the morning and I exercise. I already exercise. I didn't show my exercise. I do a little light exercise. I don't do much. I have a little medicine ball. I lift it up. I put it up in the air. I do different things with it. I do some sit-ups. Keep my stomach nice and tight, you know. And I don't do fancy sit-ups. I lie on my bed and do my sit-ups. So I do everything in my bed. I don't do that outside my bed. So everything has hurt me if I do it anywhere else. So I do it in my bed. You know, I lie on my bed and I put my legs up like this. And that's my sit-ups. I hold my medicine ball. And believe me, it works because my stomach is really nice and tight. I can't show you. The camera is kind of high up right now. And I'm doing it by myself today. So I find that. So the first thing I do, I exercise. I take a shower. And I get fresh and feeling good for my day. And then I take my blood sugar. So I took my blood sugar already. My fasting blood sugar is 85. So I started my morning at 85. Right? First thing, I haven't eaten anything for the morning yet, drink anything, or done anything, right? I fasted since yesterday. I think I fasted about 15 hours. So this is my fasting blood sugar after about 15 hours of fasting. See that? 85. Right? So here's where I'm starting my day. Right? Now what I want to do is keep my average for the day perfectly good. So I want my average to be under 140 across the day. So basically after every hour and a half, if I check my blood sugar, it must be under 140, no matter what I eat all day. I don't know what I'm going to eat today, but as I go along, I decide what I'm feeling for, and I'm going to show you what I felt for that moment, and I'll eat that. So my videos today is going to be all day. I don't eat a whole lot of meals, but whatever I eat, I'm going to record it, I'm going to test myself and show you. So this morning, right now, I'm going to do breakfast, and what I want to do is cook my breakfast, and show you what I'm going to have for breakfast. Very simple breakfast I'm going to have this morning. So I don't know if I can fix my camera to show you my food, my stove, but you can see my stove here. I think you can see my stove, but you can hear me talking, okay? So what I'm going to do is turn my stove on, and I'm going to put olive oil in my pot. I use olive oil to cook, and today I'll let olive oil heat up a little bit. And what I'm going to have today is salmon and eggs. So I already started with my eggs. So here's my eggs. Right. Oh, I can't show it too good. I'm trying because I'm doing this by myself today, so a little bit complicated. But that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to leave everything on the stove right here, and I'm going to have that salmon and eggs with some fruits. Right. But what I'm going to do with my salmon, I'm not going to overcook it or anything like that. I'm going to put my salmon in my oil and cook it and sear it in my pan. See? So here goes my salmon. My pot is already starting to get hot. So I'm going to take the salmon and I'm going to just put it in my oil like that. That's it. And I'm going to sear that. I'm going to keep that nice and hot and sear that. I'm going to put a little bit of these crushed black pepper and stuff in here. I love to have my crushed things like that. Now this salmon is already seasoned with some salt and some natural herbs I use. It's already seasoned, so yesterday actually. So today is just freshening it up. I don't put too much in the pot. Besides that, and the stove is kind of nice and high, but the salmon is going to cook really, really fast. See? And if I need salt, I just do like this. I take a tip, look at that. That's a tip of salt. That's it. Not too much salt because of my pressure. I don't use too much salt. But body needs salt to transfer the blood through the veins. You know, you'll have salt in the body. You cannot eat salt, as far as I see. I actually tried not eating salt for a while. I was getting too much cramps. I was getting a lot of cramps when I didn't eat salt. See? So I realized I have to eat some salt. See? Now that it's cooking right now. It will take a little bit of a minute for the salmon to take the heat real good, you know. But I'm going to continue cooking the salmon. So what I'll do is I'll just freeze for a little bit, let the salmon cook a little more, and then continue again so you can see how I finish up my salmon. Because it will take too long in the video if I keep recording the whole cooking of the salmon, alright? So I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, thanks for staying with me here. Now my salmon is almost done. Like I say, it didn't take long to cook the salmon because you don't want to overcook the salmon. Look at that there. See? Look at that. Yeah. Oh, let me see if I can get my right. See, salmon is all, see it, nice and cooked. And it only take a few minutes. Wasn't too much time. See, beautiful. So I put my salmon in my plate. I'm not going to eat all the salmon. So I'm just going to put it in the plate, but I'm going to eat for my breakfast. I'm going to eat one piece with my egg. But I'm putting it all together there. And I'm going to put my egg in this same oil because I'm eating this myself, so I don't really want to waste time, you know, putting the egg somewhere in something else. And I had the same fishy taste, but I'm fine with that. You know, I get that flavor from that salmon there. I'm not going to mix it up and let it cook like that because I'm not going to scramble it. I'm just going to like kind of turn it around a little bit and make sure it's cooked, you know. I'm not going to necessarily have all the salmon oil in there. I'm just going to let it cook in one side of the pot and some of the oil. Yeah, because I don't mind the salmon flavor in my eggs because all I'm having is eggs and salmon, and I'm going to eat all the eggs, but I'm going to take off some of the salmon for my wife, for a piece for my wife. And I'm going to, she don't really eat it, she will try, but she eat a little piece of salmon, not much. She don't eat any other fish, but she will try a little salmon. And see, and I'm not going to scramble this egg, I'm just going to let it cook because I don't want to mix all the oil into it yet. I don't want all the salmon oil, I just want some of the oil in my salmon, just for flavor. See? Just to get a nice little flavor in this egg. And you know, the salmon is good, have omega-3. So the salmon is actually really good for your cholesterol and stuff. So what I'm eating, this food here, this is what I'm making here, it's just good, healthy food. And also, it's going to be good for fasting. Because when I'm finished eating, I'm going to fast until it's my next meal. And this nutrients from these eggs and the salmon, and I'll add some fruits, will allow me to stay and fast a long time before my next meal. And I wouldn't get hungry. If you look at my other videos, you'll see some of the food get you hungry quickly, and you can't fast properly. And you need discipline to be able to lose weight. You have to spend no money to lose weight if you don't want to. You just have to have some discipline and cook food that you enjoy and lasts in your stomach pretty good to allow you to fast. Because you have to fast in order to give your body time to burn up the sugar that's stored in there. And look at my size, see? I used to have a belly right here. You know, I had a belly right here and big chest, and I'm liking my health. I like how I feel right now. So this egg is done. See? And this is my egg right here. Boom. Done with that. See? So I'm pretty much finished with my breakfast. I'm just gonna, yeah, that was easy, right? That was easy. Look at it. It's gonna be salmon and eggs. Beautiful, eh? Look at that. Look at that. Very pretty. And the salmon is not overcooked. It's just cooked just right. It's very tender like this, and it takes about 2 minutes or 3 minutes to cook this, right? So I'm gonna go and have my breakfast. I'm gonna get my fruits, and I will continue showing you what fruits I'm eating with my breakfast. Okay? I'll talk to you. Give me a second there. All right, so I had to come to my office to eat because the lighting in the kitchen wasn't so good this morning as far as I don't know, the reflection outside is kind of a dismal looking color outside today. I'm not sure if it's going to rain or not. The lighting was terrible. So I came to my little spot in my office here where I do some videos, and I'm going to eat in here and show you how my breakfast looked. Now my videos, I don't plan what I'm going to be talking about. I just pick up my food and I start cooking and I start thinking and I talk just what comes out of my heart, how I feel about what I'm eating. You know, my food is like an art and it brings emotion, and when I'm eating it, I know what it's going to do for me, and I know why I'm doing it. I just expressing that. So it's strictly, I just talk off my head, you know, basically. And so let me show you. So here's my food. So I have the eggs, I have the salmon, I have a fruit. This is like an Asian fruit. I'm not sure the name of it. I can't remember the name of it, but it tastes really good. But it's very sweet. Very, very sweet. So a lot of sugar in it, but it tastes really, really good. So I'm going to get some sugar today because I need some sugar. I can't just eat all non-carbohydrate and no sugar. Remember everybody needs sugar, right? So I do need some, just how to balance it. I have avocado, and I have a fruit here called juju. In some of the islands they call it dongs. Some islands call it jujube. In the Bahamas, in the Trinidad they call it dongs. I'm not sure what they call it in other places. But it's a kind of weird food. It's kind of hard to get, but I like it. And I saw some in the grocery store and I bought some. So I don't eat that too. It's just one fruit. So the avocado and the salmon and the eggs. Nutritious. Nutritious. So this is a beautiful breakfast. Everything here is tasty. Everything here will taste good. Right? And not only it tastes good, look at that. My egg cooking. My egg cooking, my salmon oil. Oh, fabulous. Fabulous. I cook my egg in my bacon oil, my salmon oil. Whatever I'm cooking before the egg, I cook the egg in that oil. Because I'm not worried about it, because if that wasn't good for me, I wouldn't eat it anyway. So the fact I'm eating bacon or I'm eating salmon, the oil is fine too. They have omega-3, fatty acids, different things that I need, you see? So I'm good. And look at the salmon. Look at that. Look at a piece of that salmon. Look at that. It's beautiful. Not dry, very tender pan fried. You know? I learned the pan fried from Dave Ramsey, watching his restaurant madness shows. I used to cook it too long in the oven and it dries up. Now I pan fry it 2-3 minutes. Perfectly done. Perfectly done. Tasty with a black pepper, little salt, seasoning. Very good. And look at it. Avocado. See that? So, we're talking about choices. I have to make these choices. If I don't make these choices, I have to live with the consequence of the other choice I make. Huh? So, you say, well, I can't afford to buy salmon, it's too expensive. Any fish will do. Sardines will do. They're dollar can. See? So you don't have to do what Bigo do. Because Bigo couldn't buy salmon all the time too, one time. This time the Bigo had to buy what he could buy. Bigo eat what he could afford to eat. And when God bless him, where he could spend a little more money, like coffee. I do that. When I have no money, I buy what I can afford. I eat what I can afford. When things are going good and money is flowing, I eat that way too. When it's not, I back up and I eat that way too. There's no good way, no bad way, no rich way, no poor way, no smart way, no stupid way. Look, count your blessings. Eat and live according to your blessings. But always know there's abundance for everybody. There's no shortage of abundance. No shortage of health. You have to go and ask for it and go after it. You tell you losing too much weight, face get too skinny, you get too small. Man, forget about that. They're not looking into your heart, into your kidney, into your pancreas. They're seeing outside. But you get too small, you get too skinny. But they're not looking inside your body to see how bad it was, how unhealthy it was, how sugary your blood was, and it was blinding you and going to cause a stroke. They're not seeing all of that. So don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody. Listen to your heart. Listen to your spirituality. Listen to your God. Listen to anything that you believe in as your source for existence. Because people can't see beyond what their eyes can see. You know what's going on. So do what you have to do. Eat what you have to eat to get yourself right. Eating properly means eating the best possible food you can afford to buy. Right? And you can find small portions of food at very good cost. I go to the agents, I search around for the cheapest price I can get for everything. I look for good quality, low price. And everything I do in life. Good quality, low price. And that exists. Some people have sales and buy them on sale. Buy everything on sale if I could. You know? So, this is, I don't even call it a sacrifice. It's not a sacrifice to eat like this and to avoid foods that are going to spike your blood sugar. It's not a sacrifice. It's what you should do. It's a necessity. You don't need all that stuff. You test your blood sugar. If it's spiking you real high, don't eat it. Eat it once a month. Okay? Don't eat it all the time, I'm saying. You don't have to give up nothing. But eat a small portion of it, for example. Instead of eating 5 tacos, eat a half a taco. Taco spikes my blood. But it may not spike yours. And you might say you don't have diabetes. If your sugar is spiking past 140, 150, 160, you may have diabetes. But because you don't take an A1C, or I will explain in another video, you might think you don't have diabetes because when you went to the doctor, your sugar was low that day. But what about after you eat? Did you go to the doctor after you eat? About an hour after? That's what you need to do. Check yourself after you eat, about an hour and a half after. Then you know if you have diabetes. My wife don't have diabetes. I don't care what she eat. An hour and a half after, she's never past 125. She don't ever go past 125. I don't care what. We test all the time. Me? Woo! Woo! I ain't so. So, don't say you don't have diabetes. Check your blood sugar after eating. Hour after eating, hour and a half after eating, 2 hours after eating. And if you're above 140, brother man, diabetic or pre-diabetic. And it's time to change your diet. You know? So, today whole day, I'm taking with me all day on my journey. See how I do this. How much fun I have eating. How I enjoy my life. Happiness to me is putting this food in my mouth. It tasting good. And let me tell you, it tasting good. Right? Most of y'all wouldn't want to live my life. Most people, if you know my life personally, they would say, nah, Oswald, keep that life for yours. I don't want it. I'm not going to deal with what you deal with. But because of my friend, because my joy, I make life look easy and simple. Because it is. I don't know all the things that goes on in my life, all the health things affect my peace and my joy. So it look like simple, but it's complicated for me. But you know what? Doesn't matter. I don't worry about that. You know what I can do about that? I can control what I eat though. I can make choice to what I eat. And know by eating well, a lot of the problems I was having is going away. Going away. You know? So focus on nutrients. Focus on you. Because you're the most important thing. I tell you, you try to spend time taking care of other people and worrying about people. You can't help nobody if you're not right with yourself. Huh? That's why when you're on a plane, they tell you to put on the mask on your face first in the emergency. Then help the person next to you. You're going to help you. So you can help other people. Because when you're not happy and you're doing right, you get jealous of other people. and you can help them. But if you're right, feeling right, eating right, feeling healthy, feeling happy, you don't jealous people as easily, and you tend to be more open to help and be there for everybody. So take care of you. That's what I do. I find taking care of me allows me to be able to contribute more to others. Because when I'm in a bad state, I don't want to hear anything from nobody. I don't want to see nobody. Everything makes you pissed. Everything makes you mad. When you're in a good state, you can help anybody. So before you can help anybody, you have to help yourself. You have to get connected with you and what's right for you, and get yourself in a good state so when people come to you, you have a lot to offer. Because we have a lot to offer to this world. But you can offer nothing if you're in a bad state of mind, unhealthy, feeling terrible, feeling ill. So the key is to take care of you and make sure you're in a good state of mind, good state of health, so that you can help others. Because the world needs us. The world needs you. Together, we make the world. Take off one by one, there's no world. It doesn't exist. There's no people, there's no world. Together, we make the world. Not you, not me, alone. Together. Right? If I lock you in a house by yourself for the next 10 years, world to you. See, you need other people. We need everybody. But we need to take care of ourselves so we could be there for everybody. Anyway, today is Big O Day to talk. Big O feeling like chatting, So anyway, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to eat my breakfast. Oh, this egg. Let me tell you. This egg, cook in my salmon oil. It's so good. So good. And my salmon so tender. Wonderful. I want to show you something. Take a bite of the juju, the downs, so you can see what it looks like. It's a good nutritious food. And this is going to sustain me about 5-6 hours before my next meal. And I'm going to share my next meal too. But before that, I will come back in an hour and a half, take my blood sugar, let you see how this affects me here. I had 1 sugar reading. What it look like? Have a little seed in it. Right off. Very tasty. It's called jujube in Bahamas, Downs in Trinidad, and some other show what other countries call it. I'm in America. It's a tropical fruit, so I don't think it grows here. So they may have no name for it here. But I bought it at the Asian store. And this other Asian fruit, I don't know what it's called. At least I can't remember the name of it. But it's very tasty. In the store, it's very orange color. It looked like I can't explain. It's just an orange fruit. It's really, really good. And it's about this size, that good size. And oh my God, let me tell you something. I enjoy my breakfast. Come on, plate. Almost done. Almost done. I left some salmon for my wife. She's working, and today's a holiday. I'm not working today. I'll do some business today a little bit, but I said, check my clients' email and stuff, make sure everything's all right. But I'm gonna have an easy day. It's Veterans Day. Blessings to all the veterans. Blessings. Thank you for all the service. Thank you for protecting us and keeping us safe, because we walk around like if everything is okay all the time, but there's guys on the sea and in the air making sure America is safe. However country you're in, your soldiers are making sure your country is safe. Here in America, we're making sure I'm looking at my Marines and my soldiers and my Army and my Navy, and I thank them. I have my family members, my nephews who serve. Thank you. My friends who serve, and people who work for me serve. People I know, friends, business partners serve. Thank you all. Thank everyone for serving. Appreciate it very much. Okay. Big O take nothing for granted. Big O been through the wars of life, and he knows can't take nothing for granted. But anyway, for now, let me not keep talking. Control the spikes. Enjoy life. I'll be back in about an hour and a half to let you know how this food worked out. then I'm back for lunch or whenever I eat again and do the same thing all day. And I make a video at the end of all this. I'll put it together and show you what big old day is like and show you how I maintain my weight all day without overeating and enjoying my meals. All right, blessings. Okay, welcome back. Thank you for staying around to see how my breakfast affected my glucose level, the sugar in my blood. Uh, as you know, this day I plan to do all day testing and validation of my eating so that you can see how I maintain my weight and how I focus on my insulin levels to control my weight loss. Because I learned, and I'm going to repeat again, because it's so important that I share that the way I look at it is as my blood sugar level drops and it drops to about a really normal level where there's no more external sugar being processed, my body has to use internal storage sugar to keep my energy level up as I fast. So during that time, it has to use up the reserves of sugar in the blood, which in turns help me to keep my weight down. You see? So by not putting any more carbohydrates or sugar into my system too quickly, my body uses its reserves and burns that reserve. And that's how I keep my weight down and lose my weight. And I'm going to try to keep that all day long across every meal. I don't want to go past 140 after an hour and a half. So let me show you where I'm at after breakfast. 101. From 85 I started to 101. I'm going to start to rate these meals and call them get them big old stars. And they go big old star, it'll be big old star 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 5 mean a perfect meal to maintain weight loss, control diabetics, control the spikes and enjoy life. So this one, I give it a big old 5 star. A big old 5 star for this breakfast. I ain't even feeling hungry yet. I'm still feeling full. So this is going to last me a long time. I don't need to eat nothing. I'm good. I feel strong. I feel alert. I feel healthy. I feel fine. Look at that. 101. 101. A simple salmon, egg, and some fruits. And I'm feeling good with avocado. Can't go. That meal touch my cholesterol level. It touched my pressure. It's also touching my insulin level. Look at it again. 101. It's beautiful. Now there's different kind of measurements for different countries, but in the US, I'm familiar with the MGDL, which is what I'm looking at, 101. So it's a beautiful breakfast. A big old 5 stars. All right. So when you making your breakfast and you're looking to control your blood sugar level or to lose weight, find breakfast, find foods that you combine together, not one food, but combination of food that gives you a full combined set of nutrients, and you know together they all work and maintain your blood glucose level properly and your insulin level so you can maintain your weight loss and your good health. You see, if I eat one sugary food by itself, it might be a completely different impact. But I don't eat one meal. I eat combinations of food. I don't eat one item. I eat combination of items to make a meal. I eat meals. So I'm measuring meals and testing meals. And this was a beautiful meal. This meal going down in my list of top 100 meals to eat for breakfast. That's healthy and good. Okay? So I'll talk to you again. So I'll go on my day. I have some errands to run. I run my errands, run around the place, do different things, handle my business. And then I'm going to come back and eat again later. Check my blood before I eat. And let you know how it's working out before I eat my next meal and then after my next meal. And I'm going to make sure I try to eat another meal that's really, really good. So my blood sugar will stay under 140 all day. All day. And if you could do that, you're almost normal. You almost come like you have no diabetes. Alright? So thanks for coming back. Hold on for a little more and come back again. And in a little while, you would see how I, after my fast and I eat again, how my next meal affect me. We're going all day together, so stay with me, all right? Love you guys. Blessing. 85 to 101. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, take care. All right, welcome back. Thanks for staying with Big O all day. while I monitor my day, I'm trying to get my average blood sugar to be under 140 all day to show you how I maintain my weight loss and continue to lose weight if necessary. The body is not going to lose more weight than it should based on my eating, but I'm already down to 175. I'm trying to maintain that, so I have to sustain my blood sugar level to the right level all day long to maintain that weight as I gain weight again. As you know, what you eat and how it influences your insulin is what's going to keep your weight down, right? So I'm trying to show you all day I maintain my blood sugar level. It's been good all day. So now what I'm doing here, I'm going to have for dinner, I'm going to have some chicken with spinach and some potatoes. This is some green banana with beets, some cauliflower, some shrimp, and then I'm going to have at the side avocado and cucumbers and my naan. This naan is an Indian sort of a flat dough. I didn't make this. I purchased this, but I warm it up on my tower. This is a beautiful thing that you use to make flat bread and so on. It's really good. This is well used. Look at mine. It's really, really, really used. Okay. So yeah, this is what I warm my naan on, or you can make it flat bread. Now this is going to give me my carbohydrates, and I'm making a little bit from the 1 or 2 potatoes I have here, not much. So I'm ready to eat my dinner. That breakfast sustained me all day. I've been fasting, haven't been really gotten hungry. I'm hungry now because I know I'm hungry, because I felt my blood sugar level lower. So I tested it before I eat right now, and this is what I'm at. I'm at 89. I'm at 89, so that's pretty good, right? So I kept my blood sugar down all day, just around 101, and I'm eating good, enjoyable food. So now I'm going to eat again, and this is going to be my dinner. This is going to be my second meal for the day, right? So I'll eat this meal, come back and let you know how this worked out. Then I'll go for a walk this evening, and I'll test my sugar before I walk and after I walk. So you see that it's just that eating affects your weight loss, and not just food, but also your activities, the amount of activities you have all day. It all affects your insulin level, your mindset, your mood, how you're feeling. It's a complete cycle, package that create an environment in your body where you actually could lose weight and maintain weight loss. You have to have some amount of joy, some amount of happiness, some amount of peace, some amount of love for what you're eating. You know, to me, it's all together is working out, you know. It's not just food alone. Because when your attitude is good and you're feeling good and you're happy, you tend to have less pressure. Your pressure is lower, and somehow, I don't know, it's not scientific like I say, but it affects everything. I find in that mode, my blood sugar just stays low. And then I match it with good food and well-balanced food, and it's even better. Then a nice exercise, a good walk today. So thanks for hanging out with me all day. And I'm going to sit and eat this. I go to my office where I have good lighting, and I'll get back to you and let you know how this work out, and then get ready for my walk, okay? Thank you. Blessings. Yeah, so I came to my office to eat my food because when I'm recording myself, my wife helped me record the kitchen. When I get closer with myself, the kitchen light just doesn't work. I need to get some better lighting somewhere, but so far this part of my office, I have a little table here, and I come and eat here, and I get, lighting is decent here, you can see. So here's my food. Yeah. My beets, my chicken and spinach, my naan, my broccoli, my cauliflower and my shrimp. And what I do with the naan, I'm going to see if I can show it to you how I do. So the naan, I break the naan almost like a roti. I break the naan off like this, and I get into my food, and I grab the shrimp there. Yeah. So all of this, on this side, eat with a naan. Then the beet and the cauliflower, I eat my fork. But this is commercial naan, so I don't know how it's going to affect me. This is my first time testing my blood with this naan. So I'm not sure how good it is. But like I say, as I'm experimenting with different food, if I don't try it, I wouldn't know if I can eat it. See? So some things, I'm not trying to give you the perfect food. I'm trying to show you all types of food I eat and identify the ones I get a second time, a third time, and so on. So to do that, I have to try a variety of food all the time. And eventually, I can have my list of 100 different combinations of food I can eat. Because I'm trying to identify my combination of food. So my first time at the naan and the shrimp together and the chicken. I know the shrimp and the beets and the cauliflower wouldn't spike my sugar. And the chicken here, there's some potatoes here too, a little bit, not much. That could cause a spike. And then the naan. My cucumber, I always have avocado. Avocado is a must. I never eat without, I very rarely eat without avocado. Unless I'm out, I have to go to the store to get some. But if I have some in the house, I'm going to have avocado with my food. You know, so anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to eat. I'm going to continue to eat my food and get back with you and show you how that food affects my blood sugar before I go for my walk tonight to close out my day of monitoring my blood sugar and keeping my weight loss and maintaining my weight loss, keep my blood sugar down and having a still eating good. So you see, I ate my second meal with a lot of food. I don't need to eat every hour, you know. I had no breakfast. I mean, I had breakfast, but late, by 11 o'clock. I had no breakfast early in the morning, and about 11 o'clock, and then that was about 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening. I'm eating my dinner. I had anything else between, but I feel good. I always have coffee or tea though. I drink coffee and tea all between. I'm fasting. That's not a problem. I just don't eat no unnecessary food. But I feel good. So let me enjoy this and come back and let you know. Right? My wife helped me a little bit. She go back to work again. And I'm doing this by myself right now. But I'm glad that I can get help. When I can't get help, I'll figure out a way to get it done. Because I really want to share with you as I develop my eating habits and continue to sustain and lose weight without paying for it, without going on any special diet, or anything like that. My diet's going to evolve on its own. And it'll be a combination of food that work for me. Not a specific type of protein diet or carbohydrate diet or this Atkins diet, any kind of diet. Just going to be the diet that I established, that the food that are good for my body and works for me. And for you, it might be different, but I'm showing you what works for me. And maybe you can learn and try something different, you know. But it's an all-day thing with me, so I really appreciate you all spending all this time. This video might be kind of long, but it's just starting with Big O from morning until tonight I do my walk, all right? Anyway, I'm going to sit and eat now, and I'll get back to you all in a few, okay? Blessed. All right, this is the last one for the night. Thanks for staying around. I must tell you, this one was terrible. It was, I could feel my body tingling. I could feel my fingers tingling. I could feel my toes tingling. I know when I ate was bad. The thing about it is that it's 193. After an hour and 45 minutes. After 1 45 minutes, 193. My target is 190. And I 140, sorry. My target is 140, not 190. And this is 193. Okay? 193. This is terrible. Now, I know what I ate today for dinner. And everything on that plate I ate before, except one thing. This. The naan. This dough naan. I normally don't buy packaged food. Actually, I can't tell you the last time I bought eat packaged food. But I saw this naan at Sam's, and it looks good, and I wanted to try it really bad. And I read the ingredients, and it was kind of long, but I said, you know what? I'll just try this once. So this is the first time I ate it with my food. And let me tell you, everything on that plate I'm familiar with, I ate before, and I added the naan, 193 after I finished eating. Terrible. And on my scoring sheet where I do the big old stars, I give this a 1 star. Never to eat again. And watch this. This is what I'm going to do with this. This is what I'm going to do with these naan. Here's my naan. 1 naan, 2 naan, 3 naan, 4 naan, 5, 6 naan. There they go, in the trash. Never to eat that again. And that's the purpose of my experiments. When I try different food and I see it and like it looks good, I like to find these kinds of food. That's how I get rid of them. So when I add this naan to other bread food I bought in the store, package, I'm done with them. I'm done with those kinds of things. I'm done. They're too processed. There's too much. What's in there, I don't know what is in there. Whatever, how much sugar they use, whatever. It's terrible. And I try to wait up to 2 hours, and I'm still not breaking 180. So, because I had chicken before, I had cucumbers, all the time I have those other things before. Just add the naan. So I know it's the naan. And that's how I get rid of things. And it's sad, you know, because it looks so innocent. It looks like a regular piece of bread. But whatever is in it, it's terrible for you. It's terrible for you, for my body. See? But thank God I'm doing these experiments. They're not scientific, but I've eliminated so many food already. I know I'm not going to eat anymore. And these are things I like. I had naan in Japan one time. The best naan I ever had. Didn't know I have diabetes. Didn't know what it was contributing to me. That's why I want to try it again, because I hadn't had it for years. And I saw it in the store, and I thought it looked so good. So let me try it again. Thank God I know now I tried it, and that's it for me. And naan might not be bad for you, but because I'm talking about me, right? It is going to react. Some other people might eat that because it's a very tasty piece of dough. Believe me, I enjoy eating it, but I'm willing and always ready to remove things in my diet that is going to hurt me. And this is probably my average for the day, because my average for today was, I started today, and I did, if you look at my log, on my log, you can see I was at 85, 101, 89, and now 193. So that messed up my complete average. My average was good until I added that. So that means a massive spike. See? So what happens is that you want to avoid these high spike foods. You want to keep your average steady all day long. So as I learn the food that's good for me and that my body tolerates well, I can maintain my average. See? But it's only one spike for the day, but it's bad because it's a really big spike. And it's going to take my body a few hours well to get rid of this blood, to get rid of the sugar. So I have to fast from 7 o'clock tonight all the way tomorrow, some point midday, to really get my body back to normal. And if I was to eat something now again, because I'm actually not really full or anything like that, I might be tempted to eat something else, I'll be spiking from 193. And that's how you get 250 and 300, by not knowing exactly what your blood sugar is, and you're eating more food when you feel peckish. But now, once I test this, I know I'm at 193 at this stage. I can't eat nothing again. Anything else is going to spike me way over 200. See, and that's how you get into comas, get into falling out. You know, I'm not saying 200 will get you there, but I know how high I will go, right? So this is the purpose of my experiments and looking at different kinds of food. And when I mix food with food, I already know how they work. I can identify that food. So I don't have to test one item at a time. I'll take forever to test one item at a time. But when I do the combination, I can identify what's in there I know works. So I can identify what I added that didn't work, and I can get rid of it. And that way I can test 5, 6 things in my plate at the same time instead of doing one at a time. I'll never finish if I test one at a time. See? And I still wouldn't know. So this is my idea of doing combination testing, combination meal testing for my blood sugar. And I hate that my average was so high, but the good thing is with 89 and 101 and so on, when you take the 193 as an outlier, my average may be 160 something, which will keep me in range for my A1. If I was doing an A1C test now, you know, like over a 3-month period, a high spike would fall back in range, but you don't want that. So the goal to maintain your weight and constantly lose weight is to don't get these kinds of spike. You want to have a steady blood sugar, maybe light up, slide back down, light up, slide down. You don't want to go like this, up and down like that, or go like this and then go boom like that, like I did tonight. See? And that's the purpose of my blog and the purpose of sharing with you my experiments. And believe me, I've eliminated many, many food already. And I know I can't eat together. And I was doing well for the last 2 or 3 days, but I introduced the naan, an unknown, and my blood sugar, and it exposed it. So I trashed it, and I wouldn't let nobody else eat it. I couldn't, because if it wasn't good for me, it's not good for anybody else in my household. Or anybody visiting me, it's not good for them. But you can buy it in the store. You could try it. You could eat it if it works for you. I'm not condemning any food or saying any food is not good to eat. I'm talking about for me as a diabetic and showing you how I identify. And you could do the same, identify what food are good for you and get rid of the ones that are not good. Dump them in the trash. And I will not give something to somebody else that's not good for me either. What not good for me is not good for you either, right? So, but this was very pleasing. It's always frustrating when you get a high spike because why? It's affecting your organs and affecting your health. So it's a little tough to do it. But as my experiment go, I have to do these things every now and then and take these chances to make sure I understand that I can eat it. Because sometimes I met things where I thought I couldn't eat. And when I ate it was surprisingly like, wow, like bacon, for example, I thought I could eat bacon. I couldn't eat bacon and I stopped it. When I eat bacon, I realized bacon is not spiking me, So now I eat it, but not every day, but I eat it. So something I judge without testing it, and I leave it out, and I waste the time doing that. That's the reason why I take the chance sometimes, test it, deal with the spike, deal with the issue, and then get rid of it, so I don't do it again. But I'm sure I'm getting rid of something I don't need. So the good part about my day is that my day was really just above 100, so this spike, I could deal with it, I could tolerate it. But I couldn't test this when I had any other high spikes. It would be really bad. Could you imagine if I eat something and I was at 180 and I eat that dough, that naan, I go to 250, 260 easy. See, and that's dangerous, right? So this worked out good today. Thanks for spending the day with me. We did about 4 or 5 tests together. I'm about to go and do my walk. I actually don't like to walk when my sugar is over 140, so I may have to delay my walk another hour. I don't, because your blood sugar also rises sometimes when you're walking or exercising. I don't want to rise higher than 193. So what I'm going to do is sit back down and relax for another hour before I actually go out and walk. I'll test my blood one more time till it gets under 140, 1 or 2 hours or so, and then go walking later on. And see, this is another thing. By knowing my blood sugar, I would not put myself at risk of exercising and getting a higher blood sugar while walking. And you could fall while exercising or walking because you spike again, because the body is producing chemicals that could cause the sugar to rise again, while the kidney is extracting sugar from where it builds back up your sugar level to give your body energy. And if you already have that, it could conflict and cause a big spike. So it's dangerous to walk when your sugar is high or exercise. So now I know that I could rest myself a little longer and don't go to work until about 9 o'clock or so tonight. See, this is very useful. This is very educational for me constantly, and I hope it's educational for you. And you get a good idea when these things happen of why I'm doing this and how it's helping me. And you open your eyes to do better for yourself and for anyone you know, and so on. And then next time again, I'll talk about the kids and how you should work with the kids and get the kids early. Don't let them get to our age and then do some of these kinds of things, because we can avoid it by doing the right thing. Anyway, thank you very much. Blessings. My wife is finished work and she's helping me out now. I love when she's helping me because I could stand up and move my 2 hands and do my little exaggerations and stuff and really, Anyway, so thank you very much, guys, and come back. I'm going to publish this now, and you'll come back and see more of my videos. And like I say, it's all in my heart. I don't plan, so I may misspeak and things sometimes. But hey, that's what when I'm just talking off my heart. The emotion of my food. When the food treats me like it did this, it gets emotional. I get like, wow, I can't believe I did that to myself. But I have to make good decisions. Sometimes we do things. That's why I say there's no bad or good. You take a chance, you do some things, it didn't work out, back up and do something better. And that's how we gotta live, right? And it's all good, right? So thank you very much. This was a good day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings. I'm out of here.